Hi, everybody. This is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, the Hunt. Welcome back to the Baseball Head 2. And hopefully you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. So, if you don't know, the Yankees, they traded a little while ago. They traded for Ryan McMahon. I guess he's the guy that they've been looking for. They want to improve their defense at third base. I guess they weren't really into Junior Suarez. But the Yankees are struggling right now. To be honest with you, not only on the field, but also off the field. Apparently, Aaron Boone had sort of a meltdown, was not liking some of the questions that were asked of him in a podcast that's associated with Jomboy. Oh, it's Jomboy's podcast, you know. And I'll have another video on Jomboy. His situation is a little hot water with MLB. His producer. I have a video separate on that. Got a lot of Yankee stuff here. And some Blue Jay stuff. But here we have, and of course, again, we're less than a week away from the MLB trade deadline. I'll have more stuff on that today, hopefully. Got a couple of trades already. Mets made the trade for Gregory Soto, and of course, McMahon got traded to the Yankees. But let's read, this is a very short video. SI.com, Aaron Boone went off on the media during Jomboy podcast appearance. Now, these guys throw fluff. This guy is a fluff guy. Jomboy. He's good at, he's like the internet cop, internet sleuth, known as Jomboy. New York Yankees manager Aaron Boone made his first appearance on Jomboy's Talking Yankees podcast since the All-Star break on Tuesday. Taping happened earlier in the morning after the Yankees lost 4-1 to the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have played great. And Boone was faced with some questions that he did not entirely enjoy answering. Boone took issues with the host, asking about the team not getting up for division games and the way they responded to the media after losses. Boone also went on the defensive when answering questions about shortstop Anthony Volpe. Volpe's under fire too. As you know, I did a video on his father about a week and a half ago, fighting with a fan at Citi Field, a few weeks ago. So the Yankees are under siege. Under siege. I'll get it right. And of course, this did not go over well with Boone. Booney is a fiery guy, and I think he's trying to be like the next Bobby Cox, trying to get thrown out. Maybe he wanted to get thrown out of this podcast. Boone, you're out of here. I'd love to see that. That would be great. Get in the face of the host, not proverbially because they're in different places, but quote, understand the pestering, bantering, and leading questions that are being asked of our guys, said Boone. And I don't want them to just fly off the handle and be emotional. Been pretty good over the years of compartmentalizing and dealing with the everyday grind of the regular season playing in New York. And you start getting emotional going down that road, it's a bad trait. You try to be a New York Met. It is easy being the Yankees manager, and it's easy, especially without George Steinbrenner there. He's got it easy now. Because the Steinbrenners don't come down on him when they lose a game. The father would have done that. A few moments later, Boone took issue with Jomboy pointing out the messaging from the Yankees was basically business as usual. At this point, Boone accused Jomboy of cherry-picking answers and not listening to all his answers. Then Boone said, quote, sorry, they're not robots. To which Jomboy responded that he wanted that and more non-robotic answers. Oh boy. That's like the equivalent of a strike call. That's not a strike. Quote, I don't care what you want. Boone quickly responded. These are answers pestering everyday questions. I want our guys in a good like boom. We are locked in. When it's shitty and when it's really good and all in between. I want us locked. I want us showing up every day, ready to prepare and ready to go. Period. It's a hard game. At least Boone has shown some passion that the fans, like the host of the podcast he regularly appears on, are looking for. You think the players would be, fired. Nope. They drag themselves. And when you have a very quiet leader in Aaron Judge, that's what you're going to get. Part of this is he's trying to take away some of the pressure from his players. He's trying to take away the pressure of his young shortstop, who I think we've seen the bloom off that rose. I don't think he'll be here next year. If he is, I'd be very surprised. Or maybe he might be in another position. But they need to get a better shortstop in here, in my opinion. And I was very surprised that he won a Gold Glove the first year. He should not have won it. He's not a good shortstop. And he makes a lot of mistakes, and he's not a very good hitter. In my opinion. From what I've seen him enough. And I'm not even a Yankee fan. I'm giving it straight to you. Well, you let me know what you think about this video, of course. Please subscribe to Baseball Hut 2. We'll have all kinds of stuff here, trades and everything else. So thank you, and I'll see you later.